Hi there guys, Bovine Hamster here, and today version 36.1 has dropped, so I thought I'd go over what has changed so that you guys are up to date. So we're going to start off with the heroes. There's been a couple of heroes nerfed and there's been one buffed. So we're going to start off with the biggest nerf of all, and this comes to our friendly Mr. Greystone here. Okay, comes to his abilities. So Runeforged, they haven't updated the text for it. Well done, Epic. Well done. That's very good. Okay, guys. So let's take a look here. Okay, so they've nerfed his ultimate. The base damage used to do 220 basic. 320 and 420 on each of the stages. Okay, now that has been reduced, so instead of it being 220 at level 1, it's now 180. At level 2, instead of it being 320, it is now 260, and at maximum level, instead of it being 420, it is now 340. Okay, so he's got a little bit of a damage nerf there on his ultimate, which was kind of needed, really. I don't think they've gone far enough on that damage reduction, but there we go. The slow reduction has been changed as well. The inner part of the circle used to slow you by 650, and the outer used to slow you by 175. Now this has been reduced to 150 on the inner and 125 on the outer. So you are 100 faster on the inner and you are 50 faster on the outer. So if you're on the outer, chances are you're getting outside of his ultimate now and not taking that damage. So you're really going to have to make sure that if you're going face on an ADC that you are staying pretty close to him. Okay. Now, contrary to what the text says here, you no longer get your mana back. Okay. So I used to charge at an ADC, even if I had no mana. It didn't make a difference because you'd get respawned with full mana. So what does this mean? Now means that you're going to have a little bit of mana regeneration on this bad boy. Maybe let's take a look at what cards. Let's see, Fury. I'm thinking Berserker Drive might be pretty good on him now. Just to get that little bit of extra mana regen that you're going to need because his ultimate no longer fills up your mana bar. But anyway, it was a nerf that was needed. He was too good at bullying people. I don't think this is going to make that much of a difference to him. He's still going to be highly played and he's still going to have a very high success rate for winning. Right, nerf number 2. On this bad boy down here. This was also very much needed. Shield Slam. Shield Slam has had quite a huge power nerf. Okay, the base damage has been reduced from 230, 350 to 470 at each level to 210. 320 and 430. So that's 40 damage less at maximum. Doesn't seem like much, but the biggest nerf comes from card scaling. Now before he had a card scaling of 1.2. So what that means is if you had 100 power, you would get an extra 120 damage to your ultimate, which is pretty insane. Pretty insane. Now that has been reduced down to 0.9. So again, if you got 100 power, you're going to get 90 out of that instead. That's going to be significant, especially for those that don't build maximum damage on this guy, because your ultimate is just not going to do as much damage. To be fair though, he wasn't really picked for his damage, he was picked for his CC. So much as it is a nerf to the damage, I still see Steel as the best tank and the best support. out there. Okay, now we're going to move on to the buffs. What have we got here? Sparrow. Sparrow has been buffed. She needed something. I don't think this is it, but she did need something. Now her attack speed has been increased by 2.8 per level. 2.8 per level. That means every time you level up, you get 2.8 attack speed. That in total is, by level 14, that is 42 attack speed. Now if we take a look at your attack speed cards, not corruption. If we take a look at the attack speed cards, they have basically where's level 3? Am I missing it? Advanced. Well, let's do it on 2 costs then, shall we? Okay. So basically, that's 42 attack speed, right? So we take that 42, divide it by 11, and that's basically giving her almost an extra 6, 7, that's an extra 8 card points almost of attack speed that she's going to get passively by the time she gets to level 15. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty significant. It does mean that instead of worrying about attack speed, you can now go into a blink dagger for her, because the amount of card points that you're going to be saving on using attack speed, you will then gain through her passive ability to gain 2.8 per level. The biggest problem is that she still has no defenses. She still has no escapes. Obviously, if you get a blink dagger, that's going to help. I see her now with this change slightly better than Grim, just generally because lots of her damage comes from her attack speed. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a very positive change for our Sparrow there. So any other changes? What else we got here on the patch? Not much. A few bug fixes on cards. Nothing really game breaking that needs to be going over. And the other thing is just the skins and the emotes. So let's go take a look at these guys. Let's go take a look at these. So we'll take a look at the skins first. So this is Seraph's Morning Star. That's quite cute. That's quite cute. It's not really this is not really much different. They put a little kind of blue purple on it. It looks fairly pretty. It's mainly her demon form that has changed, but you can't see that on here, which is good. So let's go take a look at the emotes. Okay, so we got meaning of life. I love that. Okay, so apparently to rampage, the meaning of life is to crush skulls. I like it. I like it. That is a really good a really good emote there. I think that's my favorite one so far out of all of them. That's pretty cool. Jungle Jog. Let's see what we got here. What? What was that? Are you kidding me? What? What is this? That is the most retarded emote ever. Oh, That is funny as, man. That is just, what is he doing? Okay, well, there you go. Jungle Jog for Chimera, guys. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, definitely the meaning of life is much better for that. Sit on a rock, take a look at the skull. Yes, yes, yes. Crunch. It's a shame there's not a sound effect on the skull breaking. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Excellent. Well, that's basically the patch, guys. I'm quite happy that they have decided to do a little bit of nerfing to Greystone. He did kind of need it. It was very easy for him to bully the ADC in the off lane. So I don't think it's gonna massively affect him. It'll just change the build, so you're gonna have to go a little bit more kind of mana regen on him. Steel, his nerf, it's purely damage. You don't pick Steel for the damage, you pick him for the CC, so it hasn't affected him at all. And the buff to Sparrow. Sparrow's attack speed, is it gonna be enough? I don't know. I don't know. An extra 8 card points worth of attack speed. I don't think it's enough, but again, like I said, it does allow her to go into a blink dagger without suffering as much. So that is kind of a positive. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes with that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that helps out. I hope you have been enlightened by the patch changes. And I shall see you soon. Take care.